Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study our chapter 2, that is the land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. Before reading this chapter, we have two questions in our mind, that is, what are the abiotic and biotic factors? Abiotic factors refer to non living physical and chemical elements in the ecosystem. Abiotic resources are usually obtained from the lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. The examples of abiotic factors are water, air, soil, sunlight, and minerals. And the next is biotic factors. Biotic factors are living or once living organisms in the ecosystem. These are obtained from the biosphere and are capable of reproduction. Examples of biotic factors are animals, birds, plants, fungi, and other similar organisms. So, the land, soil, water are the resources which belong to abiotic resources and are the most important resources, whereas natural vegetation and wildlife resources come under biotic resources. Either biotic or abiotic, both type of resources are exhaustible in nature. So, judicial use of these resources has to be there for enhancing the longevity. Our first topic is land. Land is among the most important natural resources. Land covers about 30% of the total area of the earth's surface. 90% of the world's population occupies only 30% of the land area. The remaining 70% of the land is either sparsely populated or uninhabited. Land is unevenly inhabited due to the various factors of land and climate, water fertility of soil, etc. Normally, the sparsely populated or uninhabited areas are because of rugged topography, steep slopes of mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging, deserted areas, and thickly forested areas. The densely populated areas of the world have plains, river valleys, which have suitable land for agriculture. The availability of rich and fertile land make it suitable for living and a huge population reside on it. Mineral richness, water resources, fertility of soil and good topography conditions are important. Our next topic is land uses. Land use refers to the use of land for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building house, roads and setting up of industries. Factors affecting land use are of two kinds: physical factors and human factors. Physical factors include topography, soil, climate, and availability of water. Human factors include population and technology. On the basis of ownership, land can be classified as private and community land. Private land is owned by an individual or family members and is used for personal purposes like house is a private land. Community land is owned by the community for common uses and can be used by anyone in the society like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts or medical herbs. These communities lands are also called common property resources. The demand for land by the people is growing, but the availability of land is limited. The vast changes in the land use pattern show the cultural changes in our society. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threats to environment because of the expansion of agriculture and construction activities. Fertile land is exploited more and lead to the barrenness if not utilized judiciously. The overexploitation of mineral resources also make the soil vulnerable to be degraded. Next topic is conservation of land resources. Growing population and their ever growing demand has led to a large scale destruction of forest cover and arable land has created a fear of losing these natural resources. The present rate of degradation of land must be checked. The common method used to conserve land resources are afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, and checks on overgrazing. By making rules related to soil and land conservation And by making the farmers educated regarding the negative aspects of overgrazing and overutilization of fertilizers, the government can play an active role to preserve the soil and land. Thank you, everyone.